Well, the Alien Enemies Act that President Trump invoked requires that the United States be at war with a foreign power. Are we at war, and how is that legally defined, really?
I would argue that we are not. The Trump administration's argument is that members of the gang Tren de Agua from Venezuela are the alien invaders. I will add that we have no evidence that any of these deportees are actually gang members, and I know of a couple of cases where young Venezuelan men who happen to have tattoos, who are not part of a gang, have been accused of being part of this gang. So I think that's one issue. The second issue is that obviously, members of a small gang from an entire nation does not equal an invasion by that nation, which is what the law from 1798 contemplates.
I think this is a really interesting point, because some might be wondering now, what is the position of a Venezuelan citizen currently in the U.S.? Can they be removed without defense if accused of belonging to the Tren de Aragua gang that President Trump says has invaded the country?
I think it's a very slippery and terrifying slope if the president is allowed to apply this law against suspected gang members from Venezuela. We already know that the Trump administration, through leaked memos, is going to be going after all of the Venezuelans, even those who were admitted legally under parole programs, for example, that some of those people are going to be finding themselves subjected to expedited removal, and that Trump really has a dislike for the fact that Venezuelans were allowed in over the past several years. And so I do think Venezuelans, even the ones who were inspected and admitted, should be paying very close attention, consulting with immigration lawyers, and finding out what other protections they might have available to them, because I don't think it's a safe time for Venezuelan citizens in the United States.
Looking forward, do you think this case opens the door for the White House to act completely unchecked?
Absolutely. I think the use of the Alien Invasion Act not against a foreign nation, when we are not at war with a foreign nation, could be applied against many, many other people. That's one concerning issue. Another concerning issue is if the Trump administration is actively defying court orders and taking whatever actions they want despite a federal judge telling them to do otherwise. Both of these things are things that are really chilling and concerning, and all of us should be paying attention, because even if we're not Venezuelan migrants ourselves, we don't know who's next.